Hey girls, I've got a question for you. Does this world ever leave you feeling really thirsty? I mean, it offers us a lot of promises. It makes some really big claims. It tells us to set our goals high, and it assures us that we can reach them if we just try hard enough. They say we've got the power within ourselves to achieve anything we want to achieve, to be anyone we want to be. Well, I don't know about you, but I've noticed that these promises just never seem to pan out. It seems that if you start chasing after one of them, you just end up disappointed and broken. And it just leaves you longing for something real, for something true, for something that is really worthy of your time and your energy and affections. It was almost 20 years ago now that I finally got it. I finally realized that what the world promised, it was never going to deliver on. And so at that point, I finally began to truly seek the Lord with all of my heart. A couple verses at the beginning of the 63rd Psalm. O God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. So I have looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory. We have a picture here of the soul that is thirsty for God, the flesh longing for God. It realizes there's no water in the land where we're living. The world's promises are empty. We live in a desert, and we see this mirage in front of us, and when we chase after it, we realize there's nothing there. And how does it leave us? It leaves us disappointed. It leaves us broken. It leaves us more thirsty than ever. But I love the King James version of that second verse. It says, to see thy power and thy glory, as I have seen thee in the sanctuary. As I have seen thee in the sanctuary. This tells us that when we're alone with God, we do see him in a way that we don't see him elsewhere. He meets us one-to-one when we meet him in the sanctuary. When our heart is searching after God, when it's truly seeking him, he meets us there, and we see him in intimate ways that the world cannot see him. And then we need to take the truths that he teaches us and the promises and the intimate things that he tells us when we're alone with him, and then we need to take those out into the world, and we need to see God out there. We need to see him in our lives, in the outgoings of our lives, in the moment-to-moment living of our lives. And so my desire is that you will learn early on the importance of meeting with him one-on-one, being intimate with him, pouring out your heart to him, and then listening to him and hearing from him and getting to know him so that you learn to trust him. And then to take those special intimate moments that you have alone with him and to take them out into your world and to apply them into your lives in the real world. That's what God desires from us. We go back to Psalm 27. We see a similar idea. And these were verses that were particularly meaningful to me all those years ago. We read in verse 8, when you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, your face, Lord, I will seek. This has got to be our response. God has initiated a relationship with us. This is his desire for us, to have a relationship with him. He says, seek my face. But we've got to respond to him. We need to say, yes, Lord, your face I will seek. And back a few verses in verse 4, one thing I have desired of the Lord, that will I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. We want this to be our one heart's passion, to desire the Lord, to get to know him, to behold his beauty, to see how glorious and beautiful he really is, and to be able to ask questions there in that holy place where we meet alone with him. And once we have these things, When we go out into this dry, empty desert of a world, our souls are refreshed. They've been refreshed by Him, and so we are not thirsty. We are satisfied, so we will not go looking for the satisfactions the world promises, but which it can never deliver. So my prayer for each one of you is that same prayer that I had for myself. I want to see your face, Lord, and I want you to desire Him. I want you to decide that when He says, "Seek my face," your response to Him will be, "Your face, Lord, I will seek." Have a great day.